Hey, I'm Mark Romanack. You know, about 25 years ago, Offshore Tackle came to me and some other distinguished anglers and asked us if we could help them develop an inline planer board. Well, the board I have in my hand here, the OR12 side planer, was the result of that research. Very, very quickly, Offshore became the leader in the industry. They have the most popular inline planer board out there. And the reason I think that is because Offshore is one of those companies that's very, very detail oriented. They want their products to be right. And so they're constantly innovating. They're constantly improving their product. Now, over the years, the OR12 has seen a few improvements, if you will. And just recently, for 2017, there's a couple new improvements that I think you're going to want to know about. First and foremost, the tattle flag system that's on here. The tattle flag has been around for some time. It's tried, it's tested, it's true. Folks like it because it allows them to detect a bite when they're trolling slow or if they're trolling in rough seas. But one of the complaints that we got about the tattle flag, it's a spring-activated articulating flag system. And what would happen if you ran, say a deep diving crankbait, is the flag would bend down a little bit like this just from the resistance of the lure. So what we need to do is add a little bit more spring tension settings to the board. And that's exactly what we've accomplished. If you take a look at the flag here, there's a tab on the flag now, and it has 4 additional holes in it. So by simply moving that spring from hole to hole to hole, we can increase the spring tension on the tattle flag. So now the tattle flag works for every application in trolling. It's a great thing. The next thing that we've done is you notice that the arm here, the linkage arm, goes down at an angle and comes out more towards the bottom of the board. Essentially what that has done is lowered the toe point at the bottom of the board. Now why is that important? By lowering this toe point, what it does, normally the board would ride in the water with a nose up orientation like this. By lowering the back toe point, it brings the board down more horizontal. That gives the board more outward reach or a better planing ability. So essentially what's happened is that the best planing board on the market now planes even better. So the tattle flag system makes that possible for you as well. You'll also notice that on the bottom of the board, there's a channel back here that has a weight in it. Historically, this weight has been fixed in the board. You couldn't move it. Now we've taken out the channel, and all you have to do to remove this weight is remove the screw. You can slide the weight forward and then put the screw back in. Well, what does that do? Normally the board rides in the water with a little nose up orientation like this. By running the weight further forward, it brings the nose down a little bit. And what that does is gives the board more outward planing ability and allows it to pull much heavier gear. So in other words, you can pull things like tadpole divers or lead core line or copper line by simply moving the weight forward. Now if you leave the weight in the normal position, the way it comes from the factory, that's perfect for normal gear. But if you're going to pull heavy gear, you're going to want to move that weight forward. The other thing that you can look at here is what if you already have a tattle flag? What if you want to retrofit tattle flags to improve them for the new features? You can do that by doing nothing more than buying this new flag and using your existing hardware, and you can retrofit the boards you have right now to be upgraded tattle flags. What you'll need is a 1/16 inch drill bit, and you're going to take right down here where my finger's at on the bottom of the black tab. You're going to drill a 1/16 inch hole and put the screw eye in there, run your linkage through there, put the new flag on the board, and you're good to go. You're upgraded 2017 standards. You know, Offshore Tackle is the leader in trolling technology, and it's little innovations like the tattle flag system that proves that to everyone. If you want more information, go to offshoretackle.com, check them out online.